Okay, imagine this. You're flipping through your favorite magazine, or maybe scrolling online. Suddenly, an article makes you stop. The title grabs you. The first sentence pulls you in. And before you know it, you've read the whole thing. Now, what if I told you you could write something just as fun and interesting? Today, we're learning how to write a magazine article that people actually want to read. And by the time we're done, you won't just know the format, you'll have your own article idea ready to go. So first, what is a magazine article? Well, it's not a boring school essay, and it's not just a random story either. It's somewhere in between, a mix of information and entertainment. It's meant to grab attention, share something worth reading, and connect with the audience in a friendly way. A magazine article might give advice, like 10 tips to ace your next math test. It could tell a real-life story, like how my dog saved my homework. It might explain something cool, like the science behind roller coasters. Or it could inspire people, like why you should try volunteering this summer. Think of it as a conversation between you and your reader, just in writing. Let's make it real with some examples of topics you could write about. Lifestyle, 5 morning hacks to actually get to school on time. Sports, the secret training habits of top athletes. School life, what teachers really think when you forget your homework. Entertainment, ranking the best Marvel movies and why I'm right. Health, why sleep is your superpower. Technology, the coolest apps you haven't tried yet. These are topics that are fun to read. They're not boring or generic. They make you curious right away. Now, you might be thinking, why do I even need a format? Can't I just write whatever I want? Well, imagine baking cookies without a recipe. You might get cookies, or you might get a rock-hard chocolate brick. The format is like your recipe. It makes sure your article is clear, organized, and enjoyable. Here's the simple structure that works almost every time. Title, introduction, main body, and conclusion. 4 parts. Title, the first thing people see. It has to be catchy. You can ask a question like, can you survive a day without your phone? Use numbers, like 7 easy ways to organize your locker. Or add mystery, like the secret every student should know. Bad example, my school day. Too plain, too vague. Good example, why my locker is the messiest, and how I fixed it. Now, that makes you want to read. Introduction. This is your hook. Start with a short, funny story, a surprising fact, or a bold statement. Bad example. In this article, I will tell you about my locker. Good example. Last week, I opened my locker and a half-eaten sandwich from 2 months ago fell out. Main body. Give your main points, 2 to 4 short paragraphs. Each paragraph should focus on one idea. Use examples, add details, keep it friendly. Bad example. Lockers are messy and people should clean them. Good example. Step 1, take everything out. Yes, everything. Even that crumpled math quiz from last semester. Conclusion. End with something memorable. Advice, a challenge, or a funny twist. Bad example. That's all about lockers. Good example. Trust me, future you will thank you when you can find your history homework without an archaeological dig. Let's do a mini example. Title, 5 morning hacks to actually get to school on time. Intro, your alarm goes off. You hit snooze 5 times. Now you're running out the door with 1 shoe on. Sound familiar? Here's how to actually make it on time without waking up at 4 a.m. 1. Lay out clothes the night before. 2. Put your phone across the room so you have to get up. 3. Make breakfast simple. Cereal is your friend. 4. Keep your backpack packed. 5. Set a fake earlier time so you trick yourself. Conclusion. Try just 2 of these hacks tomorrow, and you might be shocked when you're early, or at least on time for once. All right, now that you know the format, let's see it in action with some real examples. I'm going to give you 2 model magazine articles. Your job is simple. Listen carefully and later read them yourself. Here's the first one. Title, Can you survive 24 hours without your phone? Be honest, you've probably checked your phone at least once in the last 10 minutes. Maybe twice or 5 times. But what if you had to survive a whole day without it? No texts, no TikTok, no music, no games. Could you do it? Main body paragraph 1. The first hour feels weird. You reach for your phone without thinking. You realize how often you check it for just a second. Suddenly, you notice things you've been missing, like how quiet your room is without constant notifications. Main body paragraph 2. By the afternoon, the boredom kicks in. But here's the surprise, you actually start talking to people more. You have a real conversation with your family. You read a book you'd been ignoring. You even find time to clean that scary corner of your room. Main body paragraph 3. By bedtime, you realize you've done more in one day than you usually do in a week. You've been more focused, more relaxed, and, believe it or not, you survived. Conclusion: a 24-hour phone break might sound impossible, but it's worth trying. You might discover that life offline has its own kind of fun. So go ahead, turn it off for a day. The internet will still be there when you get back. Now, here's the second model article. Title: The Secret to Remembering Everything for Your Test. Introduction: You've been staring at your notes for an hour, and somehow nothing is sticking. Sound familiar? Here's the trick. It's not always about studying more. It's about studying smarter. First, break your studying into short chunks, like 20 minutes each, with quick breaks in between. Your brain can only focus for so long before it starts to drift off. Second, teach the material to someone else. Even if they're not in your class, explaining it out loud forces your brain to organize the information. Third, use visuals. Draw diagrams, make colorful flashcards, or create mind maps. Your brain remembers pictures faster than plain text. Conclusion: next time you have a big test, don't just cram. Train your brain the smart way. You'll walk into the classroom confident, calm, and ready to remember it all. Now that you've heard them, here's what I want you to do. Later today, read both of these model articles out loud to yourself. Pay attention to the tone, the flow, and the word choices. Then try writing your own article using the same pattern: title, introduction, main body, and conclusion. Remember, writing a magazine article is just telling a story people want to read. Keep it clear, keep it interesting, and imagine you're talking to your best friend. Practice this a few times, and soon you'll be the one everyone asks for writing tips. So, what are you waiting for? Grab a notebook and start writing. Who knows, your next article might just be the one everyone's talking about. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson. Now, go write something awesome.